with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us too, playing around without a clue, on the edge, leaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. Had to convince my friends this time, think you're toxic to my mind, but I know they don't know what you're all about. The way you hold my body tight, staying up talking through the night. Yeah, I know they just don't. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. I need more of. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. Why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? Why don't you stay? Why don't we talk about this? With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back to another morning skate show with the hockey coach Guru, coach franchise directly for the beautiful Sunshine State in Florida. June 6, 2022. Hopefully you have an amazing, great weekend. You have a great time if you watch some hockey, because we got a lot of great hockey game. Since the last time we saw it was Friday, the Rangers beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. Saturday, the Colorado surprised everybody, won their third straight game. And then last night, everybody thought that Tampa Bay was dead, or they're going to be dead. They survived again. They show what kind of team they are. They never gave up. and they surprised the New York Rangers with a big goal at the end of the third period by Palat to win 3-2 over the New York Rangers. And the series is 2-1. We're going to talk about everything happening on the weekend. We're going to talk about fun news for the Boston Bruins. Whoa, Boston Bruins, they're not looking good for the upcoming season with many injury. Talk about fun trophies, winner. We're going to talk about today about the Montreal Canadiens. We're not coach to put the menu right now like you do at the beginning of the show. Where's the menu, coach? I don't know. Coach, where is the menu? Here we go. We're going to figure out this. The reviewing NHL, the money talking point today. Bergeron won the Selke. Evander Kane suspended. Chris Whiteman, Montreal Canadiens, signed a 2 years contract. The NHL news around the league. And, of course, the Q&A and Frenchy quiz at the end of the show. For the Q&A, easy for me, guys, if you can put the letter Q in front of the question. That would be easier for me to carry on everything in the chat. So I'm going to see, of course, we're going to talk about other things during the show. And sometimes we go through one way to another way. We never know. The good news about this is going to be together for the next 60 minutes. We are back tonight at 6 o'clock p.m. with Mr. ENORTAP. And then we do the live stream play-by-play commentary at 8 o'clock p.m. So that's what we got on the schedule today. And what did you do, Coach? But first of all, I want to share it with you. I did a video at 11 o'clock. It's called Whiteman signed 3 years contract. It's my daily show, a daily video every day. I do a video about the Montreal Canadiens. This is episode number 31. So today, 1 month ago, I start this new series, and I give you all this fun news inside the video. Like today, we talk about Chris Whiteman, but we talk about the NHL Prospect 2022, my mock draft from 20 to 32, and then I give you a Laval Rocket update, and of course the NHL draft. So it's really, if you want to talk more, and then my episode number 2 of my new channel, Coach Frenchy Travel. I don't know if you never have a chance to subscribe that channel, and that's why you can looking on the YouTube channel. Search for Coach Frenchy Travel, Sport, and Live. My episode number 2, guys, is about things to do before you traveling from one country to another country, whatever your visas for 30, 60, 90 days or 1 year or forever. What do you need to do? What kind of visa, what kind of transportation you need to know, the language over there, and so many other things. So I invite you to watching my video is on. I was on this morning earlier. So Coach was busy today on a Monday. I don't know if you are Monday, you ready already to rock and roll. But that's what we have here today on this program of the morning skate show. We have a few people in the chat, not many yet. Some people not awake yet. Hopefully you're going to be ready. First of all, Mr. Yemo Vertanen, directly from Finland. Welcome back, Yemo. Yemo, what's going on with your prediction, Yemo? I thought I'll have to look and did not do well. But hopefully an amazing, great weekend. Anyway, a lot of hockey. What about Mr. Nicolas de Goubi-Bono? What? Nicolas, c'est lundi. T'es pas à l'école? C'est quand tu finis ton école, toi, en passant, mon Nicolas? Laisse-moi le savoir, ça serait intéressant qu'on le sache. Oh my God, Jack Deshawn is in the house. Jack is a member of my family. So welcome, Jack. He always called me Coach. Jack, welcome. Thanks to be with us this morning. And from Alberta, number 1 fans of the Edmonton Oilers, but a great, Andy is a great guy. He's a great man. He really good on knowledge about hockey, but he's sharing for other team. He's a great asset for the Hockey National Show. Andy Kuivula, born in Finland, Canadian, DNA, blood inside of him. Thank you, Andy, to be with us. What about the moderator of the Hockey National Show, the number 1 big fans, of the Hockey National Show. We welcome back Mr. Danny T in the house. By the way, Danny, your friend Tony Mariano, whatever his last name, does all the podcasts and sick podcast YouTube channel. He just signed a contract with TVA Sport, Mr. Danny. So he's going to be in French now, whatsoever. Mr. John Gregor, welcome back, Johnny. Thanks to be with us, Mr. Johnny Gregor. Hopefully an amazing, great weekend. What about Mr. Corey Hill? Welcome back, Mr. Corey Hill, the #1 fans of the Hockey National Show, but the #1 fans of the Ottawa Senator and the chat. We always have a great time to having him aboard. Because it's Food Bank Day, I live near. Not a problem, Corey. Thanks for that. Ben d'accord avec toi, mon Nicolas, à propos de Whiteman. Yamover Tanin said, menu is at Tonikala. Tonikala in Finland and language is about tuna. All this Tonikala is for Mr. Danny T. And then we have a Buck School is in the house. I think he was the first one at the beginning of the show. We apologize. He was not on my left chat. He's on my right computer. Computer left, computer up, computer down. Look at you over there. Look at you here. Age, too many screen. But thank you so much, School, to be with us. A number of friends at Tampa Bay Lightning. Come out, it was another good luck. Montreal Canadien. He makes a really great veteran. Corey Hill talk about Chris Whiteman. Florida Panthers also in under the team. But he's back with Montreal for 2 more years. Mr. Robin Allen back in the house. Mr. Robert, thanks to be out with us. Yeah, Robert, Chris, he likes to push left and right for his size. You know what I mean? Like, it reminds me a lot Tony D'Angelo, where those both are 5'10" and they, and small, but he's still pushing each other. So I like his temper. I like his willing to try pushing others. So absolutely right, Robert. Thanks for sharing with us. Colorado series good, but Tampa Bay series always round. Yamo, yeah, because Colorado is easy to project. And Danny said, don't forget to click on the likes, and thank you so much for your participation today. You're welcome, Andy. A pleasure about this one or that. You're welcome, Danny. Always the man. And Gel Menu, Yamo, Tony Kala. A woman U18 game out in Canada. I think one player finished team is Adamina McConnell. I know was on the ice when I coach. Exactly. And then the daughter of Jérôme Egala, I cannot remember her first name. She's a part of Team Canada, by the way. It's réglé from Saint-Georges-de-Beauce, dans la belle région des Beaucerons, au Beaucerois. I don't know in French anymore. But Mr. Zinnik Gaming back in the house with Caroline and Zela. Maybe she's at school, maybe she's at home. But we always said is Zela rules. And welcome, Zinnik, with us today. So that's what we got so far since the beginning of the show. Everybody is on the front door right now waiting. It's Monday. It's normal. It's June 6th. So it's almost the end of the school for many. If you have kids, if you live in USA, some of them already done. If you have kids going to have some prom, we wish them congratulations. Some people, kids going to graduate. Maybe some of you kids, you remember with them, we wish them congratulations for their graduation. We wish them great time. I'm talking this because, guys, 2 years ago, we don't have those kind of celebration in many states, many provinces, many countries. And now we try to come back better after COVID, but we are really on the strong, difficult time for everybody. It's not only me, it's many of us, inflation and everything is crazy right now in It's not easy, right? But the only way we can hang in there and we can get that faith and that strong is to be all together and sharing, the time we are. And the best way to see this for me is to be all together and not only push each other, like I said, but being more accountable and to be there for the people need support, need some care, and serving others. And sometimes it takes a little one gesture, it changes everything. So today for me is about this. I know some are not in the same. It could be health, could be financially, lose your job. It could be a familial divorce, whatever, lose a member, whatsoever. So I just want to say to you, the Hockey National Show, and all the insider, the member, and also the supporter, we're all here together, and we're going to go through this all together, and let's make this something really good. I'll just prepare for one of the mother, Jose. Please God, we are. Yep, we are. Jose is going to be see the doctor today. So we wish him the best, and hopefully everything will be better for him. Everything, like I said, guys, in front of the camera, but you don't see behind. And you guys, you typing, but we don't see behind the keyboard. And everybody have their own challenge, adversity. But like I said, with prayer, with faith, and with strength, you can go through some kind of adversity, and we'll see about that. Talking about adversity, but we'll see what Edmonton guys going to go through tonight. Because tonight they are going to face the elimination. We know that. And it will be interesting to see how they're going to respond today. For sure. So let's talking about what happening during the weekend. We have two games. Friday night, we know the New York Rangers beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, but I want to talk more about the Saturday night where the Colorado Avalanche beat the Edmonton Oilers, and did not start right away. But first of all, we have a goal by McDavid at the beginning of the game at 33 seconds, 34. I thought that would be maybe change the momentum of the series, everything like that. And then after that, boom, we have a 5 minute for cross-checking. Agree or not agree, it was not the point here. And then the Colorado did not take advantage of the power play. Then you have another 2 minutes for Colorado, did not take advantage of it. My point to you is like the Colorado find a way to come back, and then you have a goal from Comfort about 3 minutes at the end of the third period. After he get out of the penalty box, I believe, or the penalty was over, and he scored in the 5-0 against Mike Smith, and an empty net by Rantanen gave that W. Francos gave a really good bad goal to the Edmonton Oilers. And you have some stuff you can be impressive by the Colorado Avalanche. I believe the duo Makar and Taze are unbelievable. The way Bet now find a way to stop McDavid by always have someone in his face, or you don't give him a lot of space to skating with the puck. It's pretty impressive. Every time you see McDavid with the puck, you're going to see a white jersey on him all the time, whatever who they are. So I don't know. Now suspension, one game. Tressadle play only on one leg. Nurse battle of an upper body injury. Is don't give a lot of hope for the Edmonton Oilers. Can they win tonight? It could happen, but I think it could also flip other side and then be done tonight. Colorado, I believe, and like Andy said that and for you know people in that chat with how they comment different things, everything like that, and Andy he's agree. What he knows the Oilers are not good enough for in Colorado, or the Colorado are better to the Oilers, and I agree with him. I really believe the Colorado have one gear over the Edmonton, and they try to fight the Edmonton Oilers. They try to survive the best they can, but I don't think so. They will for a long time. It could maybe win tonight and come back, and Colorado will be the done after that. I don't see more a 5 game on that series, and. With Al Girard, and Quemper and KADRI, we'll see how they're going to play then again tonight against the Edmonton Oilers. But if ever the Edmonton is over, we have to be proud of what they accomplished so far. And in the series. Chris Whiteman played in the playoff with Ottawa Senator round earlier. If you put him with the Cole Caulfield and his line, that would be boost confidence for Whiteman. Yeah, but Curry is not a kind of defenseman, top 4 in NHL anymore. Curry is really on the third pairing, obviously, about that. But he can play on the power play for sure, like he did last year. RJ Calabro in the house. Welcome aboard, RJ. Miss Kelly, welcome aboard, directly from Ontario. Miss Kelly, thanks. Don't forget, both of you, to click on the likes. And he said, leave with my Oilers, die with my Oilers. Yeah, that's what should be. And that's what a fans should be that way, right? Stay with your team, and then if your team disappear, but now you go for the next team and you try to cheering for that next team and return that, because everybody have another second, third favorite players. By the way, Danny, I put your favorite team behind me, Joe Sakic. And I don't know what's going on with Joe Sakic, but I believe you don't have like shoulder pad. I don't know if I'm wrong, but that's crazy. Like, yeah, nothing there. Anyhow, Joe Sakic is on for Danny today. My home live in Edmonton. If not follow it, not one game. Wow. I'm going for Colorado, Danny. Stop copying my pick, Danny. And I think many people should go with Colorado tonight, honestly, about that. So, Colorado beat Friday night, Saturday night. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. And they are going now to play tonight again, the Edmonton Oilers. We know already, I mentioned about this. And we have to move on now for game yesterday. Game at 3 o'clock afternoon. Some of you are missing the game. I got 2 people send me an email at 6 p.m. and send me the score of the night. And the game was over. One of them took Tampa Bay, and another one took Rangers. So it looked like they did not follow up with the with the game. But look, this game was crazy. I took Rangers. And just because I like the Rangers went out to eliminate the Tampa Bay, not like I knew at some point Tampa Bay is going to win at home, but I said, look, I stuck with the Rangers, and whatsoever we're losing yesterday, it's not a big deal. And Tampa Bay survived. There was like a couple of minutes before, 1 minute before, if the Rangers score, this series would be over. And now the momentum shifting. Is it good enough? I don't know. A lot of prediction was 6-7 game anyway. They knew at some point Tampa Bay is going to win. But at the end of the day, the Rangers did not play bad overall. They have a bad third period. I was honestly they cannot give 50 shots for Tampa Bay and a hope, or you think you're going to win. At some point, whatever you had Chester Kane behind you, you're going to pay the price. That's happened yesterday. Too many turnover. I feel like the Rangers was tired at the third period yesterday. But at the flip side, gave credit for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Too many penalties for both teams. Again, 2 teams can score on power play, on special unit. You cannot be on the penalty box. Kucherov twice yesterday. Trouba one over there. And you cannot do that. And just again, I like Evers. Have a good game overall. Both of them are .93 and up. Just against 49 of the 52 shot he faced yesterday. And you have to give credit for Palat. Palat is a player where is a really, it's funny because Palat, guys, is a blue-collar players and play with white collar. When talking about white, not the skin, but a white collar, like the skill, the Kucherov, the Senkos, the Brennan Point. Those kind of players. And him hanging there as the blue collars, and he found a way always to become the 4-star for them, like McDonald. Behind Hetman, you have McDonald. Behind Kucherov, Stenko's Point, you have Palat. We know he become a UFA. He's only 31 years old. I think he have a lot in the tank. He can carry on for the next couple of years. But look, they survive. The Tampa Bay, and we'll see how they're going to respond now tomorrow night. If you're a Rangers fan, You have to be careful because I think the Lightning can come if they can come back tomorrow. Can they win the series? I still believe the Rangers have the momentum of the series as how they play against them. It's going to be like this, you know what I mean, like 3-2, 4-3, by one goal. It's not going to be like 6-2 like the first game. I think both teams are better at this. And but we'll see how the Rangers going to respond. I like the Gérard Galland conference after the game. Said, look, we just need to move on. That's it. He had nothing else. He said, we lost, and we have to move on to the next game. And that's what they have to do. I don't see a lot of readjustment or say, oh, my God, we have to do this, we have to do that. That Tampa Bay play a patient game like they do every single game. And they have the team. They are not easy. They never lose by themselves. It's always the opponent team have to work harder. And that's what they tried the Rangers, but not good enough yesterday. So we'll see what happened about that. And go from there. I do what Coach ENORTAP does. Okay. Strange things happen where they say, no, you cannot, and never going to happen. But optimists say we can't do anything if you don't give up. We're going to always optimists right the way to go. Exactly, Mr. Corey. Great statement from you about that. I agree with you for sure. That was great. When the coach, coach will be a new series. And that part don't give up. It's going that was crazy. And then, you know, have a bug around. It's happened in the game, one side to another side. Tampa Bay hit just again, got after that is Vasilevsky got hit. It's a both ways. It is what it is at the end of the day. About that, Mr. Andrew Lepage is in the house. Welcome aboard, Andrew. Hopefully you're doing well, Mr. Andrew. You have an amazing, great weekend at the Nova Scotia. Glad to hear from you about that one over there. And Coach Tampa will game 4 make this interest. Yeah, of course, the series now changing from 3-0 to 2-1 box. So the series is going to be interesting. If the Bucks win, it could become a home series compared to the Carolina also. But we'll see how they're going to respond tomorrow. Mr. Pierre Martin in the house. Welcome aboard, Pierre Martin. Thanks to be with us today. Hopefully an amazing, great weekend, Mr. Martin. Sorry about that. Cheer. I just need something right now. I feel like I'm talking. Have any question you want to mention, guys? You can mention. So this happening right now. I'm sure you watch all the game anyway. You don't have too much. And don't forget, guys, click on the like for sure. Think the goaltender was bad. I don't think so, Bucks. Just again make 49 shot versus 52. And Vasilevsky have a save percentage of 0.93 Bucks. So I don't know why you said think goaltender was bad. I don't see that on my eyes. Next one, Bergeron won the Frank Selke Trophy for the two-way center, defensive, but also some offense. The Selke Trophy changed with time. Before that, it was only focusing on the defensive side. Remember, like Bob Gainey winning a lot, Bush Goring, and everybody else. But the Selke changed. And again, Bergeron winning, I believe, for 7 times, if I can recall it. Maybe someone can maybe correct me with the number of the time he win. I believe it's 7. And then he have also elbow surgery. And Boston right now with all those kind of injury, I don't know what they're going to do next season. I think they have to bring some player for the American Hockey League because now you talk about Marchand, you talk about Bergeron, you talk about McEnroy, talk about Krejcik, you talk about Riley. That's a lot, honestly. And I think that will be interesting about that. Mr. Bryce Garrett, welcome aboard. Ron with Kings 20, welcome aboard. Is that my Quebec knowledge is in the back, Coach? Yep, exactly. Danny, I got this from Roger. Give it to me. Maybe you should look in the house now. You don't have it John Cooper said, point out for the game number 4. Yep, Yamo is out. And it's really interesting, guys, because he's skating. He's getting better now. I wouldn't be surprised to see him very soon in the series. If I'm the Rangers right now, you better to run running up, because if you see Brandon Point coming back soon, that could be a problem for the Rangers for sure. And we have Mr. Cruz, the goal from UK in the house. Thanks to stop by. Have a good one, Corey. I'm not getting. And Danny Renault, welcome aboard. Thanks to be a part of the show. We're going to get there at the next segment. Renault, keep your question on. I will definitely answer to you very soon, because we want to finish with Bergeron, guys. Bergeron, like I said, will the Selke Trophy. And I barely talk about him on the weekend, but you have some players in NHL make some impact on the position and how they play the game and how the game changed. And I think Patrice Bergeron is one of them. Bobby Orr did it. Paul Coffey did it. The Gretzky area did it. The Guy Lafleur did it. Ken Dryden did it. Martin Brodeur did it. Patrick Roy did it. And I can go the list like this. On front, Nick Strom did it. How many times he won the Norris Trophy. And they had front players make an impact on front way. And I think Patrice Bergeron, the way he played in NHL, make an impact for the coaches' system, how they play 2 ways, the forechecking, the back-checking, the vision, the haiku. And Bergeron is one of them in my eyes. He's really transformed the game on his way, and he's unique the way he play in NHL. And you have to give him credit for what he accomplished as a hockey player. And to win that trophy again at 35 years old, it's pretty impressive. Behind him, you have the Rhino Raleigh. You have the Elias Lindholm now is getting on that way. You have already Alexander Barkov make an impact on 2 ways. And I think Bergeron is the one who really transformed the 2-way players, everything. So, it's maybe the end for him. We don't know if he's going to coming back. We don't know if he's going to be with the Boston Bruins. We know what he mentioned. I'm not going to go nowhere. I will stay with the Boston Bruins, or I'm retired. He need more time, like other players have to take that kind of decision. But I believe well done by Patrice Bergeron, and he created for many, many years. Talk about what, 17 years with the Boston Bruins, and that's what he accomplished with them. So glad to see him for sure. About that, Whiteman could have got more money with another club if he's better que Jose Mercier, Nico Ouellet. No fight this weekend. No get out the judge fight. Then it. Yep, no fight this weekend. Pierre Martin was still in the house on that one over there. Gaming with IO, and welcome aboard. Of course, I remember you, Mr. Gaming. Thanks for being a part of the show this morning. And it's because Grooves, we don't have a lot of people. That's the reason we got that one there. I think a Bergeron the player will always be more available on his team a pro offensive guy like Tressalo and company. Yeah, Renault, because they play 2 ways, and they take care about the defensive zone coverage very well. They're helping the players defensive behind the goal line. They're really good on transition, on the breakout. They are good on the exit zone. They are great on the transition, and then they are great on entrance zone, and they are awesome on the offensive zone where they cover very well the F1, F2, F3. So that's what Bergeron. I just described you guys a game from 200 feet, from the goal line to another goal line. That's what I just did to you. And Bergeron is maybe the one that play the best that way on every 3 zone. So great to hear that, Mr. Renault, about that one over there. Andrew, don't forget proper move help. And Tressalo play a lot of PK in outside last minute game. Is more per offense. He changed his game, Leon Tressalo, guys, the last couple of years. And then also in the a lot of coaches now, they gave time for on the special team on PK. Tressalo is one of them. You not see Matthews, but you see Marner, right? McDavid barely make it sometime, but you can see Barkov, Huberdeau now play on PK. When you believe Huberdeau will be a PK player one day, unbelievable. But that's what they all do now. The new coach gave more time for those kind of players to turn around the play because they are aggressive. Depend what kind of, because you have two kind of play and the defensive zone PK. You have the passive, the Chicago Blackhawks, more a box, and you have an aggressive like the Carolina Hurricane. So when you talk about aggressive, it's about battle. If you see the other opponent players battle with the puck, you're going to be aggressive. They're going to go on that. Sometime one, sometime two players. Tampa Bay is good also on that. Toronto is excellent on the PK for that. Price does not deserve the Mastodon, to be honest with you. Completely disagree, Renault. I don't know why you mentioned that. You talk about perseverance. A guy got some problem for many, many years, for 10, 15, 12 years, problem with some pill and everything like that. He asked for help for the NHL safety program. I believe that's pretty unique for helping, for ask help, perseverance, because he loved to play hockey. And then he got an injury last season. He played with during the playoff with a knee injury, request a surgery during the summer. So he been to the surgery. Then he come back, tried to come back in the game during the game. That's again a lot of perseverance, right? So he was off, and then it is not good enough. The knee did not fix. He had to go back for a second surgery during many months. Now he tried to come back in the game. He fight every single day to have his dedication, the love of the game, his passion to try to come back. Then he did it in April with a bad surgery, and then obviously the knee did not hanging there with a swollen knee. But again, he continues to fight during that time. He fixed his mental illness during those kind of the black eyes, black days, and those kind where he could give up completely. Say, you know what, I'm done with his hockey. He did not, because he perseverance with dedication for the game. I don't know what you can ask more for a player like him or any players close to what he did this season. I don't know any players like him. I don't have no close players for what he did during those last 12, 15, 12 months as a hockey player. So I completely disagree with you about that one over there, Renaud. Completely disagree with you about that one over there. Duarte Heckman, thank you again, man. Coach, speak with wisdom, Cruz, thank you. Tressalo in Montreal this last season would not break 70 points, I think, unfortunately. Yes, Renaud. Imagine Zuski get 60 points and he is half skilled like Tressalo. So Tressalo will carry on the Montreal Canadiens on a power play. Tressalo with Hoffman, I believe Hoffman is going to score 20 goals. Tressalo, only him, he will make maybe more points for the Montreal Canadiens. And Montreal Canadiens will not be there without Tressalo where they finish about that one of them. Bottom Monkey, welcome aboard. Thank you to be with us, Mr. Bottom Monkey. Hopefully doing well at school. Are you done with school? I don't think so. Danny, this is the only thing I really don't want to see intro about that. Real Deal Prim, welcome aboard. Thanks to be a part of the show. Which team still have no coach for next season? Yamo. Philadelphia, that's one. Dallas, that's two. Winnipeg, that's three. Vegas, that's four. That's pretty much it. He missed a GM in San Jose. And if I miss one, let me know. Because now there's the Montreal Canadiens got one, and the New York Islanders signed got one over there. Game is Jana is sober. Thank you. Hello, I'm back, Corey. Welcome back. That's not the Mastodon. What the heck is Renault of the day? I feel it's Spain. I've been 11-0. I don't care what team they play for. I will not wish it's on my worst enemy. Will Ottawa get a new coach, or will Ottawa stick with him? He stay with the J. Smith. Corey just signed a new contract. About that, Coach Palat is 87 in the league story for playoff goal. After he hit 51 goal, he passed Stéphane Richer by the time he would qualify for Hall of Fame. No, Renault. Palat would not be Hall of Fame for sure. About that one there, Stéphane Richer is not also in Hall of Fame. Another 10 goal for Palat. He is top fan the story of the legend. Yeah, but again, Claude Lemieux have a great series. Justin Williams have a great series. Renault, you don't build a candidate on the Hall of Famer only for the playoff, Renault. Unfortunately, because if you think about this, right, if you look at Palat, like you just said, he has only 143 goals during his career, Renault. So he's never going to be recognized as a Hall of Famer. Only 423 points, Renault. If you compare him to, Pierre Surgeon, never make it. It's like right there, not good. Ryan Kessler did like Price, no. Ryan Kessler, I think he won the Mastodon a couple of years ago. About that one over there. Anaheim, I have a coach. Ducks, Anaheim Ducks, yes, it's Dallas Higgins, Yamo. Dinner back soon. I don't think the fans on the East watch enough a Western team. I know it's get late from some comments. Panthers 2. By the monkey. Yeah, the Panthers all have one right now. It's not confirmed. And then also the Chicago Blackhawks is not confirmed about that. If you go with interim tag at that moment. Well, I thought we was talking only the team have no coach at all. That's what I was, the point behind that. For the people, ask for the coach. Why is Strad taking so long? Hey, you know, he's going to open the door after that. You're going to have a lot of teams going to get a new coach right away about that. I don't know exactly what's going on, but it could be, for me, negotiation money-wise. It could be the problem there. I think he asked a lot of money about that. Price need a new replacement, c'est fini là. Yeah, he was request for his second opinion by the doctor in Pittsburgh, Renault. And then the doctor, he asked you this, if he want to do this. Carey Price refused to have a new knee, and he went to the injection, and now we have to wait until 2 months to see how the injection of this could helping. It's an acceleration for illness for the pellet, and now we're going to realize if it's good or not. If it's good, he will try to come back or consider his program. He said he's likely prepare himself to prepare for the next upcoming season. If does not work or whatever it is, we're going to see the situation about that. For what I heard him talking, guys, he's not going nowhere. Do not put Carey Price with Seattle. Do not put Carey Price anywhere. Carey Price is going to finish his career in Montreal. Carey Price is going to die with the logo in front of him on his jersey. You're not going to see Carey Price with another team for sure. Evander Kane suspended for 1 game after the NHL have the safety program hearing. Kane, everything like that, they're reviewing the 5-minute cross-checking and everything like that. They suspend him for 1 game, and he's going to miss game number 4 tonight. The Montreal Canadiens signed Chris Whiteman for a 2 years contract, $750 per year. Year number 1, $775 for year number 2. It's only one-way contract, so he's not going. It's not a two-way. If ever he's going to be back, the Laval Rockets, an American League example, but he keep the money, and the Montreal have to salary cap about that one over there. So it's a one-way. For me, it's a great contract. for both parties. Both of them love each other. In fact, like the Montreal likes Whiteman. He's a little bit like a one-dimensional player, where he's more on the offensive side and he's good on power play. He's not very good on defensive zone. He's not good on battle 1-versus-1. But he brings something what Montreal don't have at that moment. So he's like a safety in case Savard, Barron, Petrie can hurt. Now we have Whiteman behind him, behind them, and he can be there if they need him. And that's not hurt the salary cap. Great signature, 31 years old. And I think for Montreal, for what they are right now, I think that's a good safety for them. So I think overall, he loved Montreal Canadiens. He said today, great comments about Martin Saint-Louis. The way he said, look, I never see a coach like Martin Saint-Louis teaching me in few weeks about the hockey game. I never see that. He said, I'm impressed by Jeff Gordon and the Ken Hughes, the new culture, the way they talk to us. He told that. He said, look, the New York Rangers, that's the Jeff Gordon team. So if people thinking a Montreal, we're not going to be for a long time, not become a successful team, wait, because Jeff Gordon is going to join the Montreal Canadiens. So a great positive. Chris Whiteman, happy to sign a 2-year contract with Montreal Canadiens. We know Whiteman with his wife have a new baby a couple of months ago. He's a new father, so we wish the best for Chris Whiteman and the Montreal Canadiens. And that's what we're thinking about this one over there. We have a few people. I try to catch up now. Why is Daniel Afrezin not in the Hall of Fame? He should have been. The number, Corey, yet. And we'll be interested if he's going to be. Like, again, it's another one like Pierre Turgeon never make it, unfortunately, Corey. But I'm sure he's going to be one day in the rafter and with the Ottawa Senator. I think Dallas has a lot of potential next year if they get the right coach. And I still believe Mike Babcock should be there, but we'll see. How much will PLD get off-season? Dubois is a RFA. Badamaki, right? And I tried to get 5 million, 0.6, I believe he got. Dubois. Yeah. So he's a RFA, is 23 years old. And then Badamaki, every time you become an RFA, the money you got the year prior, you have to add 10%. That's an automatic. So example, he's at 5.5, he got another 5,000. So you have to start at $6 million. So expect 6.5s. Badamaki for maybe 3 years. He become a UFA and 3 years. He could have a bridge contract. If I was the Jet, I believe I would go with a bridge contract at that moment with Pierre Dubois. But expect about 6.5. Can he go to 7? Or they can give him 3 years like what they did with Elias Pettersson, Badamaki, at 3 years at 7.5 if they want to go that way. Looked like Kane was a suspect to hold back his accretion and leave Edmonton at serious trouble tonight. Yeah. I can understand, Pierre, about your comments about this. Unfortunately, it's not what you're looking for. That remember me what KADRI did in the past. That remember me like what Sam Bennett did for the Florida Panthers last year. Some players sometimes they should be smarter and they pay the price individually, and then also the team pay for their mistake. I think the Rangers are showing some sign of being the next team in the league with all-around lead team. The team is the next Tampa. Not a bad idea, Andrew. I think the Rangers are very close to be that way. If they can keep all the players together, of course. But you're absolutely right, Andrew. They can become that kind of team for sure. It's not a good news for the rest of the Metropolitan team for and NHL. Jose Duarte, welcome aboard. Pierre-Luc Dubois is receiving $7 million and $9 million offer. I would think it would be a really bad mistake, Renault. $9 million for Dubois. I don't see, I would be against this completely to give him that. Dubois, honestly, 28 goals is the biggest number of goal he did in NHL so far. 60 points. He has a repeat at 61 points. So if he get $9 million, many players in NHL should get 11, 12, 13, 14 million dollars. Renault. By the evaluation you put on Pierre-Luc Dubois right now at $9 million, that's a lot of money for a second center on that team behind Max Sheffley. He has only Max Sheffley right now is at $6.1 million. So I don't know, but will be interesting. I believe Nicolas Hettler is another great player for them. Is at $6 million. So if you go that way, where you believe is a good way, how much Kyle Connor got in Ottawa and Winnipeg, how much Max Sheffley got over there, how much Nicolas Hettler get over there. If you compare with Pierre-Luc Dubois, I believe those three players are equal to them, to Dubois, or maybe better. Kyle Connor, for me, is better. If you gave $9 million to Dubois, how much you gave to Connor, and how do you set up your salary cap, Renault? We need some salary injunction to the knee, actually. It's like 10 plus for a few hours. Welcome back, Jose, my friend. And then go, what's up, Jose, okay. Thank you, Andrew. Whiteman play like a dog because he's fighting for his life, NHL live. Other players have a huge contract like Drouin and don't contribute. All right. The winning coordinator between Rangers and Tampa get the trophy. So Pierre said, if the Rangers win the Stanley Cup, and if the Tampa win, they win the Stanley Cup. If 75% of the ad roster have Whiteman mentally, then we have a fun clip to watch. Yeah, I knew the Rangers was going to be that team, but they are showing a way farther ahead. We thought with the playoff under the belt, that's what they need. You learn from that for sure. I said yesterday, the winning of the game yesterday is Tampa Bay, guys. 3-2, by that score. But the biggest winner of that game is the New York Rangers. You always learn from a loss. And that's a great lesson what happening to them yesterday. That lesson they learned yesterday that make that team better tomorrow. That's what I would be the coach. That's how we talk to them. That way. Coach, I think for the team, Coach Jukka Jalonen could be next Dallas coach. Why? I think so. His name is mentioned a lot left and right. It was mentioned with the Detroit Red Wings. I still don't understand why Steve Eisenman wants Tortorella, but we'll see. Where will Raquel go the offseason, Banamonkey? I still believe he will stay with Pittsburgh, Banamonkey. They will try to trade Jason Zucker and keep Raquel. I think one of the two cannot have the gars. But tu penses quoi contre le Whiteman? I think I'll just answer this question, Nicolas. If not, let me know. Jerry Litton, Tim Fanning, good relation to Dallas Star. Dallas also how many finished players. That's a great point here, Yamo. I believe, I could be wrong here. I think I maybe look good. Is it Lieutenant or Landbrunner? He's still working with the Dallas Star, or they have some relationship like a scout. I think Lieutenant is still scout with them about that, Yamo. But that's a good point about this. One bug. Welcome back in the house, RJ. Good luck, Curry, for your softball game. Renault, should NHL allow for a team to cut underperforming player contracts in the NHL affiliate guarantee contract? No. Renault, it will not be acceptable by the NHL, PA, CBA. It will not happen about this one over there. You talk about two different team, two different sport. You talk about a team roster of 53 players in NHL. Versus an NFL versus a 23 roster in NHL versus an NBA at 13 versus a 26, I believe now, and baseball. Secondly, at the NFL, Renault, they guarantee money. So if you sign a contract, $165 million, they will say to you, we guarantee you $80 million. So after that, they can fire him out, but you still guarantee the money, and the money of each team are billionaire. It's not happening in NHL. Yeah, maybe one team is billionaire, maybe three, maybe two. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the New York Rangers. The rest, they survive, and they will never go that direction. About that. Mr. Acker, welcome aboard. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Yeah, Toronto is on a team to watch, but they have to plug a couple all to be able to Rangers of it. Oh, yeah, Andrew, it's like 2 steps behind. Yeah, they have no goaltender in Toronto compared to New York Rangers. The defensive of New York Rangers are better. If you think about this, just take Schneider, defenseman number 5, and it will be in the top 4 in the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then if you look about the third line of the kid with Kako, Lafreniere, and Chidel, those 3 could be really good on the top 6. One of them right there. And then you have Tyler Motte and also Goudreau. I don't think so. Would you have Renard or Puchnevich? I think Pavel Puchnevich will be the one by the monkey. Sam Renard is good, but he's not kind of. I think Puchnevich is better on the physicality on the playoff by the monkey. Renard is disappear whatsoever. Have a good year, but for me, I would go Puchnevich because the playoff. What do you think? Piquet Subban should be won a cup with 3 years. Let's look at a good landing spot. I think for me, nobody want Piquet Subban. Or me, I would not take Piquet Subban at all. And I don't know, Renault, if he's going to find a spot in NHL next season or something. Maybe, of course, the NHL always try to get something, but I don't see that happen. But we'll see Toronto. I don't see Piquet in Toronto. He wants to go to Toronto. I'm not sure the response of Zuba is going to be the right thing for him. Toronto, Andrew need a GM or they will be close but never get up a cup. I think we don't give credit enough to Zubas, Carl Zubas. The team right now, it was 1 goal to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think for what he got from the predecessor people, I think he made that team so much better. And I think the team just made, guys, 110 points in NHL. 110 points. And we still complaining about Zubas and Keefe. Like we complaining about Mike Smith and we complaining about the Oilers. And we always looking to complaining. The team just did 110 points. There was 1 goal to beat Tampa Bay. That's pretty impressive to me. And he took that team 2 years ago under his arm. And 4 years before that, it was not his job as a general manager. He turned around that team. It takes time. The parité in the NHL guy is so crazy. It's like, to me, why not fire Rob Bredamo in Carolina? Why not change the GM over there? They lost 2nd round pick. Nobody talked to Rob Bredamo. Nobody talked about Dan Wandel. I never heard, no people in that chat talk to me about Carolina got eliminated. Nobody point the coach, nobody point. But Toronto have a better year overall. But we only try to put specific people. Nobody talk about what happening with Fleury Panthers. Why not to fire Brunette and Bill Zito? They lost 2nd round. He's supposed to win the Stanley Cup. They made the biggest trade in the trade deadline. Everybody said Bill Zito did an amazing, great job. But why we don't talk about Bill Zito? I don't understand. I don't understand. I think we are too hard on people make a good job. And we only recognize different things. Toronto today have a better year compared to the year before. they are better here. But sometimes an injury or one thing change completely the ride of their journey, unfortunately. Renault, that's what the farm are for, and Michel does not have those. Renault, good afternoon, Luciano Graziano. NCAA NFL time system top. Yes, but Renault, you're not in control. NCAA is a draft pick, Renault. It's like you talk about right now the Quebec Rempart, you talk about the Edmonton Old Kings, you talk about the Seattle Thunderbird. It's not the same way, Renault. They not control the players over there. Mr. ENORTAP, welcome aboard. Luciano, welcome back. No, I mean the best goalie trophy call. Sorry, my brain's slow today about the name of the trophy. Talk about Vezina. More like chat. Thank you so much. Coach, considering this great year at playoff, those JC have a spot next year. You talk about JC Allen for the Laval Rocket. It was really impressive. A lot of people he's going to be in. He's increasing his power skating. A lot of people, they believe he's going to be a part of the team next season. One of the Laval Rocket have an amazing great yesterday 3-point. He has right now a spot, I believe. Will Zezev be traded? It could be traded. His contract is a problem at $4 million. You don't send a pro team play college if they are not playing well. You just kind of disappear. Exactly about that run. I have to agree, Coach Ranger are just too much for Tampa. Tampa is starting to slow, but Tampa is still good enough to have watched them experience. Definitely about this, Andrew. And about yes, I agree with your comments, Coach. That Ranger will learn from the last yesterday big lesson. Yeah. Renault, is Edmond please starting to climb primarily to Ranger young core? Not really, Renault. I think Edmond hanging there very well. Sometimes you point one specific player, but it's the team around him. Renault, I think Edmond is the top best 5 defensemen in NHL. About that, exactly, I agree on the Rangers with you. I made the Vezina trophy. She deserve it. Obviously, will get them probably beat Rangers Vezina. I think Tampa will win tomorrow. Possible. I think she can win the Vezina Congress. It's an amazing season. I agree with you about that one and they about this one. They are getting better. I agree with you. Coach Golden League battle fight was fun. I agree with you. I think it's nice for regular season. Pierre, you're absolutely right. Yamo, I agree with you. The rest coach making fun of me again. Should that was another sign go that a trade Crabberell. I think they should keep both of them Curry on the young core of the Ottawa Senator. Don't make Ashton Shank last one. My prediction of the quiz winner today is Grega. But if the Rangers Tampa win the St. Vicious get the Connie Smythe, possible, yeah, more about that one over there. Color win it must be McCall or McKinnon. I agree with you. You're right, Coach. I'm for the cheap shot. Oh, that's my shot. I understand, Pierre. I'm not, again, you allowed. I'm just sharing you. My guys, I'm here, me, try to give you another perspective. That's it. I'm not disagree what you said. I always respect your opinion. I'm trying to go to another way to see the another side. That's simple. That's simple. I have nothing here. Yamo, to answer your question, I need a measure. Next surgery. Who is winning the Calder Cup? I still believe Chicago, but I could be wrong. Which club are offering Johnny Hockey contract 7 a year at $10 million? A wave could be enough to bring him to the East. The Flyers. Please, is the like? Oh no, sorry, Jose. Danny. I have to disagree on Zubas. That thing was already built. They, in my opinion, have the better choice for that position. We disagree on that. That thing already have the priest. Not allowed about this, Andrew. Campbell was not there. Right? Campbell was not there when Tubas was a pick up the team over there. They have no merit check over there. Brody was not there when Tubas get the team over there. And then after that, I can go all the way for the forward about that. They don't have bonding over there. They let go Hyman after that. And then Case was not there. And I can go all the way like all these front players. They draft a couple of players under him also. So for me, what he bring on the people, on the team over there. I think he did a good job under him. And the team today is better today than it was the year before. The year before, they was better the year before that. So I can look a little bit more to give you a better answer for what he did on the website. You can get all the transition they did about that. So anyway, Jose, wish you the best. Wish you the best, Mr. Jose. And so about William Series, sorry to hear that Jose has some problem with the neck. If you Toronto, would you trade Nylander for Wilson? Yes, but I'm on keep. I don't think so. Washington will trade Wilson. Always fair play to take a shot. Always to do that. And it was tied too much cash for those 4 players. About this one over there. But what about Marc Bergevin and Drew? What about San Jose Doug Wilson and San Jose Sharks? What about the Nashville Predator with David Poile? About that. What about the Florida Panthers with Proboski contract? What about Vancouver Canucks with the money they have? What about Minnesota Wild? They did over there with the contract over there. And I can go that way over there. It's the demand, is how it works, honestly. And they thought with 4 players like that, they would go that way. So, again, 115 points this year, or whatever it was. Top 5 best team in NHL. And there was only 1 goal to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. Only 1 goal, but 8 turnaround. All the full players can disappear for the half of the game. About that, I don't know. No, I don't know what to tell you about this one over there. Do you think the partner? One thing, they did not disappear. Renault, they make the final Stanley Cup last season. So I have to give credit for what they accomplished. Do you think the Panthers are shopping with Gar and for what price? They're looking for him for sure. A first round pick, a prospect, a B at least plus for Wegar. I know the Congress Edmonton win, but the color is just better team. The channel, I agree with you about that. Leave at the same time, but in the playoff, it's very skilled comeback to others, but it's a great year. Leave need a better coach. Best coach in the history. Toronto Maple Leaf history after 100 game. It came for Kiev. But maybe it's not good enough. But here we go. We got second to Montreal for Harris Poulin and a third round pick. A second to Paris Poulin, a third round pick. Not good enough for the Winnipeg, for the Florida Panthers. And you're going to realize, Wegar, you're going to scream your head. You are not happy about Jeff Petrie. That's what you get with Wegar. An offensive player with nothing in defensive zone. I cannot disagree on those names. I've been at the answer for the Leafs, so I disagree. Leave to get better next year. Leave on trade away from going to second round and possibly third round. Ping. Luciano, you're absolutely right about that one over there. Coach knowledge and to us, not like me, visit Leave was sent in probably 30 yesterday. About that, we all different view about our opinion. Since this professional hockey going is to cut his same career offer 8 years. Possible. I would love to see Piquet and Subban and Toronto like any reason to slide the leave. Piquet can try out for the leave. He can. I'm not sure, again, if you're going to get there. I agree, coach. I cannot do away. I will not have ever Harry Bergeron. Dylan, I wish Kingsley to make his national debut tonight, game number 4. It's going to be a great hockey player in the future. Holloway was the 14th draft 2020. Absolutely right, Yamo. About that, Kazan is not all the leave need coach. A good pick up, but was not the only missing piece. Of course, he's a piece. He became the goaltender number 1, unfortunately, for what he got. Nothing is ever good enough for Toronto. Danny one PK in. Do you think Tampa last right? I believe so, but this is going to be the last one for them for that part over there. And 107, we crossed the line. We passed the time, but I want to go through all this stuff like this because you guys are amazing.
Oh, my God!
The time for the Frenchy quiz Monday. Here we go. We have to move on this out. Take a note about right now with my pen and ready to rock and roll. Today, guys, it's not over. I said, like, it's time to do something else. So you can go on Google to looking for the answer. They are easy to find on Google, or you try to get by yourself. It's up to you guys. So the question number 1 is, which player has the best ranking for the plus and minus in the NHL, and he was drafted after 100 overall pick? So no one of them has draft 69, 78, 14 overall pick. They always been over 100 pick and more. Which one of the 5 players have the best plus and minus in NHL? Bud said C. Ron said Taylor. D. Sorry about that. Andy said A. Matthew SLATER. Welcome, Mr. Matthew SLATER. Thanks to be a part of the show. Yamo said C. Anybody else? The time is up. Andrew said Taylor. ENORTAP said Doug Gilmour. Jose said Fleury. Thanks, Jose. Pierre Martin said 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anybody else? We wait for the mulligan. Do we have one more? One more time. One more time for 2. One more time for 3. One more time, it's over. The answer, the first one, guys. Some of you got it. Not all of you. But we have 3 of you did it. And the answer, guys, is... Oh, my God! Dave Taylor, Run with Kings, Matthew SLATER. By the way, welcome back. And Andrew Lepage got a good answer of the first answer. Robin Allen said B. Not a problem, but you don't get it, honestly, about that. The best of the league, Doug Gilmour. Oh, my God! Question number 2 of the day. What is the highest NHL draft round in the history of NHL? What is the highest NHL draft round? Is it 12, 15, 14, 13, or 12? A, B, C, and D. Coach, why did Machin get... Well, I have no clue about that one over there. Banamki said C for 13. Up the clock, coach. Ron with King said B. Danny, he said B. What was your first question? First answer, Danny. The first one. I never got it. Yamo said A. Do we have other people? We're missing a lot. Matthew said B. ENORTAP said A. Andy said C. Jose said A. Pierre Martin said C. I miss Andrew Lepage and Robert. Andrew said A. Robert, knock the door. Danny said A. And I don't know want to follow me, Pierre. The answer of this is A. 15. Congratulations for the one got it. And I don't know about that, but we have a few people in our tab. Yamo, Jose, and we have Andrew and Ron with King and Matthew SLATER. All of you guys are at 1 at that moment. Congratulations for all of you. Oh my God! And the last question of the day for the one can win. Here we go. All right, Robert. So B is not good. And the last question of the day. Which Abs player was drafted the highest pick round in the franchise? Not the ranking. So 165 or 170. The round pick. All right. So it could be round 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Which player? Is it Ron Wilson, Dave Lumley, Craig Lawton, and Mark Strang about that one over there. You're absolutely right, Mr. Andrew. You're the only one at 2 because you get A also. Danny said D. Yamo said B. Ron King said C. Andy said B. Nicolas said A. Nicolas, the first question is the first answer of the contest. You missed the question 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 2. Matthew said B. Banamonkey said B. ENORTAP said C. Andrew said B. Pierre Martin said C. I don't clock anymore, but we'll see happening. Anybody else? We're missing Jose Duarte. He said A. Wow. Wow. If Andrew had a good answer at Andrew, he said B, he won the contest. Some of you, if you are right, you can tie the game with Andrew Lepage. And
oh my God!
Whoop, Robert Allen said A. Because it's a good answer. Ron Wilson is the winner of the last answer. And then we have Jose Duarte tie the game with Andrew Lepage at 2. And many of you are at 1. And we have Banamonkey, Andy Kuivula, Pierre Martin, all of you at 0. But we are Jose Duarte and Andrew Lepage at 2. And the rest of you are at 1. Yamo is consistency at 1 all the time. Congratulations for all of you. Coach, you remember très chat? Yep. That's the très chat, Mr. Cruz, about that one over there. That concludes, guys, another show of the Money Skate Show. We get a little bit late today, but we enjoy it. Hopefully, have a great time. We're going to be back 6 o'clock with our friend, Mr. ENORTAP, for the warm-up show. And they will be back tonight at 8 o'clock for the show of the live stream, play-by-play commentary. Until then, we want to wish you an amazing blessing afternoon, everybody. Hopefully, you enjoyed the show today. But before we leave, we want to remind everybody, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation today under another Morning Skate Show. But before we leave, I want to remind you, of course, be well, be healthy. Find a way to not only dominate your day, or find a way to dominate what? Of course, you 2022. We love you, friends. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. Salut mon Nicolas, Mr. Hacker, Danny T, Andy K, Jose Duarte, the winner, Pierre Martin, Nicolas de Bono, ENORTAP, Mathieu SLATER, Andrew Lepage, the Center Heights, Renault, Robert Allen, Yamo Vartanen, Banamonkey. Of course, he was with us today, Robert Allen. And then we have Ron with Kings 20. If I miss one of you, we apologize. But we still love you. Groove the Ghoul. Here we go. Thank you, my friend. I did not know that. But thanks for sharing.